Hello, friends. It's Thursday, and that means it's time for another all you can eat edition of Discovering Discipleship. I'm Jeremy Marshall, Family Discipleship Minister at Brooks Avenue Church in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we are continuing our discipleship journey through the 23rd Psalm. Today, we've come to verse 4, and we're actually going to slow down a bit and spend 2 episodes on this verse. And for this verse, let's make this a throwback Thursday and let good old King James recite it for us. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. I went old school on that because a lot of the newer versions say something like the darkest valley instead of the valley of the shadow of death. So you lose some of that sense of creeping dread, okay, that you get from the older versions. Like, you need to feel the peril here. You need to feel a little claustrophobic, like the walls are closing in, to get the right feel for this verse. The valley of the shadow of death means that you're walking on a path through a low place under the shadow of a higher place. So this is an area where bandits, right, could ambush you from above, right, because they can see you, but you can't see them. Or predators could emerge from the shadows to devour the sheep. And this is talking about times when we encounter unforeseen dangers, sudden catastrophe. Everything changes, right, in a terrible instant. We may even be at death's door itself. And that old serpent Satan hisses at us and flashes his fangs. That old beast death emerges hungry from his cave, licking his lips and opening his gaping maw to devour us. Even in that moment, the psalmist declares, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Here's 2 important reasons we can walk without fear, even through the valley of the shadow of death. First, we're in a shadow. Listen, a shadow means that there's still light somewhere. For believers, there is light and life beyond whatever is causing the present darkness and distress, even death itself. For the Christian, the substance of death, which is to be lost in the fiery disgrace of hell, has been removed. Only its shadow remains. As Spurgeon says in his Treasury of David, we go through the dark tunnel of death and emerge into the light of immortality. Death may growl at us and Satan may hiss at us, but our Lord leads us through this gloomy valley, and they cannot have us. And that leads us to the second reason we don't have to be afraid as we walk through the dark corridor of deathliness. Notice up till now, the psalm has spoken of Jesus in the third person as he's walking ahead of us, right? The Lord is my shepherd. He leads me along the right paths. But now the psalmist switches to the second person and Christ is beside him, right? For you are with me. He's not talking about Jesus. He's talking to Jesus. This is comforting first because Jesus has already walked this valley of death. He defeated it. He came through on the other side, and now he's leading us through the way that he made, past enemies that he already conquered. And second, because our good shepherd will never let anyone or anything snatch us away from him. John 10:28. Listen, listen, listen. Jesus, our good shepherd, is going to lead everyone who belongs to him safely into glory and declare to God the Father, I have not lost one of those you have given me. John 18:9. Next week, we're going to learn about our good shepherd's rod and staff and why they comfort us even in our darkest moments. even on our dying day. But today, this week, remember these two things. First, for the Christian, death itself is even just a shadow. We can walk through that valley, not run, not drag our heels, not fight, flight, or freeze, but walk with composure and confidence, because you know the shadow means there's glory beyond the present darkness. And second, you can walk through this valley with confidence and calm, not just because you know what's on the other side, but also because Jesus, who is the master of the way, goes beside you and has promised not to leave you or lose you or let you be snatched away from him. Even in the darkest valley, our living hope walks with us.